So a problem with chain wax is rust. All right, if you don't maintain your chain when you're doing immersion waxing, you get caught out on a long ride, it rains or whatever, you can get surface rust on this. This is a YBN chain. I've been using YBN chains for quite a long time, and so you can see that rust. It is sort of cosmetic. Some people would throw it in the bin. I won't. But how to prevent rust if you're using immersive waxing is you really got to be on top of it. Immersive waxing requires more maintenance. Like, I like the concept of immersive waxing, hot wax, but the problem is, compared to something like squirt, you do have with the wax those carcinogens, the things that can cause cancer in the wax. So if you are using the hot pot, make sure you do it outside, because those vapors, they may cause cancer. We don't know. It's a bit of an experiment, all right? And they're sort of forever chemicals. If you're using molten speed wax, Silka wax, you're using, chemicals that are sort of forever. And we all use those things, but we can all minimize it. This is why I prefer squirt lube, all right? Now, I'm not sponsored. I don't make any money from this. I'm not like Zero Friction Cycling selling you a $350 chain. I am the most independent when it comes to chain lube, all right? I am real independent. I don't have any affiliation with Squirt, okay? I've been promoting this stuff for over a decade because it just is the best overall. So it is a wax-based drip lube, and it's just really easy to maintain, okay? So I put it down the bottom rollers, put it on the top rollers. It's just good, and you don't get rust. When you use Squirt, you don't get any chance of rust. But if you use chain wax, well, this was a wax chain beforehand, then it got caught out in the rain. I just sort of didn't get around to it, and it's just So if you're a busy person, Squirt. If you care about the environment, Squirt. If you care about reducing your exposure to carcinogens, Squirt. Okay. Zero Friction cycling website. They don't talk about the cancer risk. Okay. The website data is, in my opinion, dodgy. They make Squirt look bad because Squirt is the best lube out there in terms of overall ease of use, price point, eco, low to no cancer risk. Okay, it's the fastest lube out there overall. Okay, so for me, overall is what's important. It ticks all the boxes. Okay, maybe with chain wax you save 0.01 watts, maybe, but who can even measure that? All right, 0.01 watts, maybe, but at what risk? And you got to take your chain off all the time, and then you got to buy all these new speed links and stuff. It's just, and it could be dangerous. Don't put your chain on properly. It snaps. Just use Squirt lube. All right. And if you do want to stick with waxing, I understand. OzCycle on YouTube, he's got the best chain waxing tutorials on there. Makes it simple. People like Zero Friction Cycling, in my opinion, they obviously lie about certain things on the internet, and so I wouldn't trust their data because they're not independent in that they make their money off promotions of certain things, okay? And the website's full of mistakes. All right. So anyway, that's the chain lube drama, the scandals, whatever. Stick with Squirt. All right. No bullshit. Cheap, eco, won't give you cancer. What can you ask for in a bottle of lube?